advantage of you. Nah, 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 yeah. Young girl wanna school, yeah. No follow nobody. Cause that man will call you sexy could be twice your daddy. I know time of like later. Plus your mama don't happy. Please me, I beg you to make them come mess up your body. And you dirty man, you dirty man. Leave the people beneath them alone. You dirty man, you know it's wrong. So leave the people beneath them alone. It's a disgrace, man. Oh, you're just a waste man. A waste man. Hey, mommy, if you listen to your daughter, when she tell her she not happy, listen to the scent and turn a blind eye. Me, I beg you to stop it. Cause that man will ever come check you when you let him tell a story. You left a young girl all alone. That's it, get that still up to no dirty man. You dirty man. Leave the people feeling dirty man. Dirty man. You know it's some dirty man. So leave the people feeling them alone. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. Oh, yeah, that's the way. Our children in Jamaica is suffering. Our children in Jamaica is suffering. No matter if it's too late, alright now it's all the alarm. Call a friend and tell a friend, we gotta talk. We gotta talk, we gotta talk, we gotta talk. We gotta talk this morning. Good morning, Gaza girl. We gotta talk this morning. I want everyone to share this video. This is unbearable. This is unbearable. This is unbearable. Our children are not safe anymore. Good morning, Karen. Our children are not safe anymore. Our children are not safe in Jamaica anymore. Our children are not safe in Jamaica anymore. Good morning. I hope every one of you had a beautiful day. I wake up this morning to a very troubling situation that has been brought to my attention via the Observer newspaper. We're going to be talking about what has been happening to our young children. Good morning, Chantel. What has been happening to our young children, and I'm appealing and I'm calling the Prime Minister, Andrew Onis. I'm calling Horace Chang, Dr. Horace Chang, the security minister. Go down to Westmoreland and find out what's going down there with the picnic them. Go down to Westmoreland and find out what the hell is going on with our children them. What are going on with our little 6-year-old, our little 7-year-old girl and boys? They're being abused left, right, and center. We picking them now have no time to go to school no more. Some little dirty man and dirty woman. I deal with the picking them like them that have no value. Them don't know that they are the future of this country. So I'm doing this video directly, speaking to the Prime Minister Andrew Onis of this country. You are the chief in charge. You are the man at the M. It is your responsibility. It falls on you, sir. Sad to say, it falls on you. It is your responsibility to make sure we look out for our children, because our children are being molested left, right, and center all over Jamaica. But let's go down to Westmoreland because it takes a foreign country to highlight what I'm going to say to you all this morning. I'm going to read an article to you. And this article came out in the Observer. It says a Canada-based organization is calling for the Jamaican authorities to open an investigation into claims that girls as young as 7 years of age in a Westmoreland community are being serially molested by predators, killed, and dumped into the sea there. According to the Uzazi Foundation, a Canadian incorporated non-profit organization, the allegations were brought to its attention in October last year after a 14-year-old high school student, whom it sponsors, fell into the hands of individuals who drugged her, held her captive, and raped her for days before carrying her to a remote location where arrangements were made for her to be taken out to sea and drowned. The child, however, was found during a community search. A suspect has since been arrested, according to information reaching the Jamaica Observer, and is presently before the courts. Let me go further with this because I want to read this article before we come and talk. I want you to listen to what has been happening to our children. The teen, according to the mother, was examined by a medical doctor and was found to have been sexually abused. We were all crushed that such an incredible gifted child with such promise could have been abused in this way. She reported that after enduring weeks of sexualized comments and advances from men in her community, she was accosted and circled by several of them. They pressured her to offer verbal consent that she should be exploited. She was held captive without being allowed to shower. Uzazi Foundation Executive Director Devon Dunn said in a news release yesterday, when the child again went missing on March 22nd this year, that's only a few weeks ago, with no news of her whereabouts until yesterday afternoon, the organization again clamored for investigators to get to the bottom of the situation and the other claims. Listen, it is my understanding that young girls in that community are regularly being molested and thrown to their deaths from cliffs into the sea. I have been informed that recently the body of a 7-year-old girl was washed on shore. There appears to be a predator or predators very active, and that these predators are targeting young girls, Dunn said. These allegations must be investigated. Jamaica's future lies in its ability to keep its children safe. I am concerned that Jamaica's children, especially during COVID-19 crisis, are being abused and killed at an alarming rate, and the institution that should be protecting them are falling short. Jamaica, what was state of mind there? What we there? Which part with state of mind, the virgin? I want to ask a question this morning, and I'm fired up. I am fired up. I'm fired up. I'm fired up. Let me continue. At newsstand yesterday, the Observer was reliably informed that the missing teen had been located by the police in Negril in the parish and was being debriefed by the police. The mother of the teen told the Observer that the child, who lives between both parents' homes, had gone missing while in transit to her father's house on the day in question. Asked about the allegation that such incidents are rampant in the area, she said, a whole heap of them something they are going down here. Whole heap of them something they are going down here. The Observer was told that the matter has been escalated and a report made to the Trafficking in Persons Secretariat within the Ministry of National Security. The Uzazi Foundation said that since 2018, it has completed 12 missions to Jamaica, bringing in audio-visual equipment, teaching resources, furniture, building supplies, food, appliances, toys, musical, and sports equipment. It is said it has now adopted 8 schools with some 4,000 students and has sponsored students at 2 of the island's leading high schools in Jamaica. Now make a chat. Make a chat. I want one. I want one in a Westmoreland. I want one in a Jamaica. What going with the mind of the citizen them? What with upon drugs? What with upon something where we can't understand what the hell is going on? We just walk around like some zombie. Yo, me have to chat out some things today. Because guess what? You see, we kids them. Me personally take that. Personally, I'm offended to know that our children, who we go and get them picked, they never asked to be here. But we went and we got those children. And when we got those children, we can't protect them. We can't protect what little picking them from them little animal. We just sit down and just willy-nilly and just watch. We kids them suffer day in, day out. The kids them traumatized by gunshot, them traumatized by murder, them traumatized now by you raping them, you molesting them as some dirty man and dirty woman. Mr. Prime Minister, you have to do something now. This can't wait till the next parliamentarian meeting. This takes for immediate action. Dr. Horace Chang, it falls on your shoulders. This takes immediate action. This should have been happening from a long time. Them kind of action that should have been happening from a long time. We kids them a suffer like dog at Jamaica. Let me tell you something more. This is some of the parents them actually give up them picnic. Them a pan out them picnic because them a suffer. Them say. Them actually pan out them child to some little dirty man. For some little dirty man molest with kids them and deal with kids them anyway them choose like some animal. And after then use a little picnic them. Then kill them and go dump them out and see. You know, see much little kids missing. And then say, what? Jamaica, when is it enough? When are we going to say enough is enough and we can't take it no more? If this not drive on to some serious action, me don't know what else I go drive on to some serious action. Me don't know what else I go drive them up, dirty people, to some serious action. Yo, let me tell you something. A whole heap of time the kids them come to their mother especially and say, Mama, my stepdaddy, you know, I put question to me, you know. Mama, my stepdaddy, I touch me inappropriately, you know. Mama, my stepdaddy raped me, you know. And you know what the mother do? Some licky, dirty mama. Them run where they put in. I say, I lie when I tell pa my husband, I lie I tell pa my boyfriend. A man you want, you know, girl. You know, when you start bust them little bobby there, it look like you want a man. Go away with your nonsense. Johnny or George or Paul, nah do them thing there. I him a pay your rent. I him a pay your school fee. I him a make you go looking good. I him a make me look good. It make you come spoil up my life. We prefer throw you out. And the parents them, whole heap of them, condone with them little dirty man to abuse them children. Yo, it takes a village to raise a child. I was born in the days when my next door neighbor look out for me while mama gone hustle or papa gone hustle. Me don't know if we just look at our kids them and have our little kids them unattended. So, you know, see it. Me don't know what I want. Yo, I want to call some people and share that video, brother. Share that video. I want to talk to at least 100 people because I'm fired up this morning. Big Stone fired up this morning. Yeah, man, I fired up this morning, brother. I fired up because I don't know what the hell are going on at this. Westmoreland is considered one of the high risk when it comes to we picnic them. Westmoreland, brethren, how are going down there? Man, you have to make come down and come move when you look a dirty man off of the map, you know. And then I just Westmoreland alone it go on all over Jamaica. Where we kids them a disappear. We kids them a disappear. Every year, brethren, hundreds of little picnic gone. We don't know if it's human trafficking. We don't know if it's organ doing it. We don't know what. We don't know what. And then what you know, nobody not talk out too tough. Yes, we have some children advocate. We are say a thing here or there. But they now move to the serious action. They now move to the serious action to eradicate them little dirty boy out of this existence, Rasta. You know, see it. We need to address this wickedly. This worse than the pandemic of coronavirus. May I tell you, we pay attention to corona, and guess what? The man says eating away at our children. Our children now have no childhood. When the dirty man when rob the pick them of them childhood. One I do. One I deal with. You know how long I fight for our kids them? When them take a little Shanica and this from the coronation market. Nobody one must remember that little girl that's 6-year-old. And the dirty man carried down a rape town. Right behind Manly Meadows. And rape Shanica and this rape the little 6-year-old girl there. And after abuse her and rape her, it strangle her. And drop a stone in her face. You know, see, Root Green, the mother of Shanica, this is big up yourself anywhere you let me know the pain that you're suffering. Me know what you got through. Because me and you got the spot where little Shanica and this was thrown like a dog. Me and you go down there. Me and you go down there and turn up. But this little dirty man carry Shanica and this and after him carry Shanica and this down there and rape the little girl. And guess what? The police at the time should be sued. You know why? When Root Green go down at the station on Darling Street, I said, officer, me little 6-year-old girl missing. You know what the policeman tell her? Oh, you know, we can't do anything about it because it takes 24 hours or 48 hours. I don't even know what kind of time span. It shouldn't take no time. That I forgot about an adult, a little picnic, miss 6-year-old, and you go tell me about it take 24 hours to activate the missing person. Only should I look for that little picnic there immediately. And you know something? You see them they look for little Shanica and they so immediately them that find her. Put an all points bulletin on the radio and the television and say, hey, everybody just look out for a man with a little 6-year-old little girl. I can find him. You know why I know say the chances were high to find Shanica. Them take her about 3 o'clock Saturday. Her lifeless body was found the following evening about 4 o'clock. Blood was still dripping from the body, so that tells me Shanica was still alive up to them time there. You know, see it. So what we're going to do? We're going to just wait and make them just abuse. We pick them every time, every chance we them get. And we just sit there when I do nothing. What the mothers them there? Only supposed to sit up on the streets now, you know, the numbers. Real mama. Supposed to sit up on the street, you know, the numbers, and I say, yo, Big Stone, what want we do? What we do? We could start hunt your man. We could start look for some people. Because them dead in the same community where we live. Some of them know who. Some of them know who them, you know. But yes, you know, keep on a bomber clad quiet. Yeah, on the keep on a bomber clad quiet. And watch you pick them and go through them and stress, yeah. Them stress as it is in poverty. I know you come stress out the little pit of them. Take with them childhood, take with them innocent. You know? But guess what? You see the mama them, I blame Uno first. I could start with Uno. Because someone lie down with some little careless boy. Some little boy, because them can get a $2 here or a $10 here, you open your leg. Some of them can own a picnic or give them. Yeah, man, me know of cases where parents carry them picnic go give man with money because the man a pay our rent and the man a do this. Before we light up a fire and then bomb cloud. You know, see it. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Jamaica. When I play around with the people them too long now, you know. All of the ministry them from both political party start to serve the community, start to serve the people them. Serve the people them, one of the people them servant. Una go on and say Uno is not the people them servant. Una go on like the people is the servant to Uno. When in truth and fuck Uno are the people them servant. It's me put into power. It's me say you must work and represent us. And now, when you're there, when you're not showing a face when it comes to the children, them, when you just sit back around my eye office and drink champagne and I worry about some other things. You know what I mean? Look at to the most important thing, because our children is the future. The building of any nation depends on the children. The building of any nation depends on the children. So you see the culture? Yeah, it's a cultural set. You know. Me, someone come up with some little ridiculous argument about if him sleep with a young virgin and him have HIV, it will cure him. What kind of arms is that? What kind of arms is that? What kind of arms is that if you sleep with a little innocent girl, it will cure you of your HIV infection where you have? And we just sit down and absorb them little thing they as parent. And when I make none eyes, when I take to the streets, we just sit down like it's all right to take a Canadian-based company to raise up this. It take a Canadian-based company to create some war in the press and call upon the government them. And I tell the government them say, hey, we have to do something about this, you know. We have to do something about it. Remember again in a 2009, see? In a 2009, right? Remember again in a 2009, a little 9-year-old youth named Courtney Walker. Can I always talk about Shanica? And I never left out Courtney Walker. Can I balance it in? One is a little girl, 6-year-old, and one is a little boy, 9-year-old. This happened in 2009 in the Bamboo River area of St. Thomas. The mother, not Ruth Green. I forget the man's name right now. I'm so fired up. The mama sent our little son to go back to get some soap powder, and him decide to take a track. And when I got through the track, it looked like him buck up on 2 man have sex. Cause I can't say nothing more than that. Him buck up on 2 man have sex. And when him buck up on the 2 man them access, you know what they do with him? They hold on upon the little boy. The 2 of them have sex with the little boy. And see, after them have sex with Courtney Walker, them call him hard life sufferer. Them stab him 57 times. And that wasn't enough. Them cut little Courtney Walker throat. Yeah, man, them thing are going in Jamaica. And that was 2009. Now in Westmoreland, them a rape a little girl them. And after them finish with little girl and them kill them and carry them, go dump them out of sea. Yo, me know say Westmoreland up on the radar for many years, because when I look back on some Big Stone video. See? If you look on Big Stone video, you will see on the bonfire upon them. As Queen J said, bonfire upon them. You know, see it. What we are gonna do? Why don't we start to believe in what our children say? Why don't we start teaching our children about good touch and bad touch? We have to explain that to the little young man because they don't know. You know, if you also explain to your child, you don't have to take nothing from no stranger or nothing from nobody, because most of the time it's not a stranger do these things. It's people where them know. So anytime your little picnic come home with a phone, some sweetie, some this, my mother does say, yo, Claude, where you get that from? Who get that? Where that come from? Yo, carry it back. You know what I mean? That my mother and father that tell me. But because you know some little licky woman. No, me not bash real women out there. You have real women where work hard and take care of them picnic, and the man can't play with them picnic them way there. You see, no man can't play with them picnic them way there. See? The man can't play with certain woman picnic, but then the majority don't want them out there. Licky. And when we say licky, them just want spoils. Them just want spoils. You know, see it. So how we going to kick back and watch an adult take away a little picnic, have the picnic, and serially, you know what serially mean? Repeatedly, over and over and over and over and over and over. Can you imagine that little picnic go through the agony? Some big woman can't go through the agony much as a little baby. I would just sit down and not do nothing. Well, the last them there. Me notice, you know, from the other day, I watch one more. If you get charged with a serious crime, whether murder or gun charge or what, because the court system is so overwhelmed themselves. If you plead guilty, if you were supposed to get 50 years, then go some boom and cut it in half. Some of the men who will plead guilty and get a quarter or a third. Some of them get our community service. Yeah? Some of them get community service for some serious crime. So the books what we have can't fight it, you know. The laws that we have in the books in Jamaica can beat them boy, you know. But, you know. But them not enforce the law. The judiciary system now use the law as a deterrent. You know, see, me remember when I was a little youth, I never even think about murder in anybody. Because if you ever think about murder in anybody, your neck got broke. 1988 was the last time them hung people in Jamaica. Now, will that serve as a deterrent? Hell no. But if we serve some people, we're afraid of that. And them understand why? The neck got pop anyhow. They agree with child molestation and abduction and we picnic them. The laws then need to straighten. Dr. Oristan, and your portfolio, this, you are the Deputy Prime Minister. You are the Minister of National Security. The Commissioner of Police, you too. I call out the whole owner today. The Prime Minister, the Commissioner of Police, and Dr. Oristan have found the portfolio this Friday now. So guess what? More after the video, more hear the Prime Minister come out and burn a serious fire and say, yo, it's if we catch you now. And we're going to catch you now. Because we can't outrun the long arms of the law. We're going to find you now. And so when we find you now, we're going to feel the full brunt of the law. You know when I'm trying to start though? I mean, a whole heap of people are going to feel sorry for them, you know. Because some people sorry. They have the Stockholm Syndrome, you know. You know what is the Stockholm Syndrome? The Stockholm Syndrome is after some brutal people hold you hostage. And you're amongst them for a while, you start to feel sorry for them. Yeah, you start to feel sorry for them and you know why nothing happened to them and you are going to court, go testify. And there they are. That is called the Stockholm Syndrome. See? But you know what them should start doing them people? Castrate them, brethren. Yeah, man. Publicly. Cut out them seed back. Don't kill them, you know. Cut off them private. Yeah, man. Cut off them private. Right? And make them walk around dickless. So as long as them live, they will never ever use that organ again to hurt another little child. You know? And on top of that, send them go to prison for the longest. You see, I don't know what going with some of the people in Jamaica. Like we get Dam and Rastafari. The two warriors them fast asleep, as Grittel Richard said. The people them asleep. I want to know what they want them cast a spell upon we don't have. Or them not cast a spell upon me. How come my eyes them wide open? Well, guess what? Me under the teaching of His Imperial Majesty. I under the teaching of the Right Honorable Marcus Garvey. I respect the ancestors them, the Taki, the Kojo, right? And I respect the nanny of the Maroons, the Paul Bogle them, the Sam Sharp. And I respect them ancestors them. And not until you respect the ancestors them now go join force with you. If you eradicate them dirty man out of the community. You have another parish I'm going to burn a fire upon. Yeah, man, the parish of St. Thomas. Yeah? In a St. Thomas, you have the highest case of incest. Do you know what is incest? Mother have sex with her son. Brother have sex with him sister. Sister have sex with him brother. Uncle have sex with him niece. And all them nastiness there. Yeah, man. St. Thomas is noted for that. And I mean, so go back and learn and looking at the stats and you will see it. You know, see it. I don't know, the island just get fucked up. When you realize that, I want to feel. And Gretel says she there Canada. And she look down upon what going in Jamaica and people, me know una watches from all over the world. Share the video, Rasta. Una watches from all over the world. See? And when I look back on the little Jamaica what we used to have. You remember that? What if you remember the little sweet, beautiful Jamaica what we used to have? Eh? I mean, for the last 20 years, you know, it's a deteriorate, you know. Every year, over 1,000 people get murdered. You know what? We never know about it. We never know about it because we never have social media. Yeah, man, we never have YouTube, or we never have Twitter, and we never have Instagram, or we never have Facebook. So most of them idiots crime out, you should just go and notice. Hush, hush. Pastor Brown that. We can't say Pastor Brown and molest people. Yeah, man, they have some clergyman who molest. A whole heap of them get charged. Yeah, man, whole heap of clergyman, man of the cloth, them call them. See, we're going at the community. What's in a Westmoreland too? A clergyman molest 2 little girls, carry them go to a hotel. I think them was about 14. Him DNA was found after them do the test kit, vaginal swab and so on. His DNA was found in the vagina of these girls. You know, so him get to scotch free and fly out. No charges. Yo, a time for we start take back the country, you know. That country I get from bad to worse to worse. And it should make me feel come out early in the morning and I behave them way because he's not a man where loud and chat really part. Because I'm not black pants some little idiot. Man, how man story and who I look who and them things. I mean, ain't them something. I'm a revolutionary soldier. I not have black pants certain things. So if you don't want a certain type of blogging, don't come over here, so. Go on over some other channel if you want to hear about who asleep with who and who there with who and who. I mean, that channel that is not for you. Don't come over here, sir. You're not welcome here. See, we're talking about the people who care about this country. The people who want to take back this country. That's why I'm have to big up my virgin Wayne Lonesome who I work hard and I fight hard. I have to big up my friend King Levan who I work hard and I fight hard. And quite a few other bloggers, too much to mention, who really and truly want to see this country prosper. 370 and almost 400 people dead since the year started, brother. We never know how much picking this, you know. You know, see it. Them start kill woman again, they come like say, them cool it down for a while, and after them cool it down for a while, them just raise it up and blow it up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 woman. No, no, no. I want to the man them. One to the man was supposed to be a focus. Eh? Yo, no woman no belongs to no man. No man can own no woman. And vice versa, no woman can own no man. So if you turn in a relationship, and the relationship now work out, you know, run it. The other day, I watch some other bloggers. And when I watch some other bloggers, near a man send a voice note. They must have said name Peter. I don't care about him blouse and skirt. And you want to hear Peter go on. Boy, remember say me pay your hospital bill, you know. Boy, remember say me did do this for you, you know. Boy, remember say me did do that for you, you know. Me must, anytime I catch you, I'm going to kill you. You know, I have to kill you. Anytime I catch you, I'm going to kill you. I said the little dirty man say, you know. Can you imagine? Eh? So what if you spend a few dollars and take care of a woman? Now she will cook for you and watch for you and give you good loving. So if you spend the money, so what? Treat the woman good, and if you treat her good, the longer you treat her good, is the longer you keep her. But she's not chained to you. She's not shackled to you. She don't owe you no obligation. Me learn that, you know. Ask me if me ever get my ego crushed. Yeah, of course. As a young man, yeah, man, a girl, you like a girl, and boy, for some reason, your skin complexion too dark. Hey, some woman out there, yeah, my boy, I don't want him too black or ugly. I want a brown skin, man. Yeah, man. I'm not say nothing, because guess what? Me know I and I a king. Me know me a gold. Me know me a God gift to this earth. Me full of myself. And all I did was to work hard at improving who I am. So the same girl who used to look at me and say me black and ugly, me not have no use, me no work nothing. You want to see them now? Look at me now, what my brother Nesbitt say. If you notice me have on theme shirt, just say my dream. You see, Nesbitt is a soldier out there. We fight the war, same way for we kids them. Yeah, man, so I have to big up Nesbitt. Anyway, you're the Nesbitt, big up yourself. What we are dealing with, though, as a country, as a race, a people, what we are dealing with when it comes to with children, them. I want to ask a question. I want you to talk up in the comment section. Run some comment by me. Run some question by me. You can answer any question you want to ask. I ready phone this morning. I can answer any question you want to ask. What we there? What we there? We start today. This is the year 2021. Today is the 6th of April. We just come off for 2.5 days with a lockdown. So I'm fully charged, Rasta. I'm fully charged because we know this should not be happening to our children in this time. We think we don't fix this long time. But we don't fix it. You know, I notice. And that's why I have to speak out this way. Whenever we have a problem like this, we will put a little Bandaid on the wound that is gushing. You know, instead of we stitch up, apply the proper medication, stitch up the wound, dress it, and make the wound heal. We apply some little home remedy, put a little Band-Aid on it, rub piece of bush on it, and we feel say that alone I go do it. Yeah, man. And that me see I go on. And guess what? You see, when the wound look like it heal, it left a scab. Right? Any wound that you just forcefully apply some medication upon, yeah, the surface are going to cover and it's going to look like it heal. But when you pick off the scab, when you go so and pick off the scab, you see, when you remove that scab there, a pure blood a flow. Pure blood a flow. How we're going to fix it? I'm going to tell you how we can try to fix it. Because we have to try. Nothing beat a trial but a failure. You know how we're going to deal with it? We have to go back now to social intervention. We have to go back now from in the classroom. Because remember, some of the teachers them used to administer some punishment pan way. And when they grow up, no child like to be beat. But let me tell you, some of them whooping there what we get was well deserved because guess what? It put me in our place. And this is what has molded me to become who I am. If you notice the church, then they even have no opportunity for worship no more. Jamaica is a church country. Jamaica have the most church and rum bar per square mile than any place on the planet Earth. You know that? You really know that? Jamaica have the most church and rum bar more than any place on the planet Earth. One time the church used to be very active. Yeah, even though I'm not a Christian man, I is a spiritual man. But whole heap of people was God-fearing. Whole heap of gangster back in the days used to walk with them little Bible in them back pocket. Yes, them a thief and them a killer and this, but them have them little Bible in them back pocket. See? And them fear God. No, the man them not fearing nobody. I understand say the Prime Minister locked down the country because of the spike. Yeah, man, it's gone 500, 600. One time it reached to 878. I don't know if it ever crossed the 900 bar there. And a whole lot of people are dropped now, 3 people, 6 people, and so on. And I think it reached 600 people yet that died from the coronavirus. But when we can tell you this, and this is a fact, and go back and check the stats. The coronavirus started on March 10th, 2020. 600 people not gone yet from the virus. But I could look on the crime. From January 1st, 2020 till April 6th, 2021, we kill over 1,800 people. And that's what we know about. Yes, that's what we know about. That's what we know about. People are dropped like fly. People are get tackled. People are get ambushed. People are get this. All kind of things that happen to people in this country. You see it? When it's going to stop? When we'll get back to the love what we're supposed to have for each other. I've never met a Jamaican and I don't love and respect. Because respect is a two-way street. Some people want it, but them don't want to give it. Every man a stepper. So you don't want to respect nobody. You see it? Yo, you killing out the youth, them not going to work, you know. No, man, because a certain vlogger said, them dep on a conveyor belt. Just like when you go to the airport and you see the belt with the suitcase that come, and you, oh, I spot my suitcase and take it off, and some suitcase don't get taken off like dep on the belt and go round and round until late in the night or whatever. Them take them and put them in a holding area. See? But the youth, them dep on a conveyor belt. Them say them are the more Zoza. Yeah, man. Temporary fix again. Them say them will use the state of emergency. Another temporary fix again. It never worked then. So how you think it's going to work now? Me no hear nobody talk about, all right, we could put $120 billion in addressing the plight of the people. Because remember, you know, it is the people who are committing them crime, you know. It is the people who are molest little picking them, and take them, and kill them, and rape them. You see, abuse them serially. And the people them are doing it, you know. One of the reports said we must see do it for mental worries. When I say about 40% of Jamaica have some mental issues one way or the other. Maybe I have it to me, you know, no. Because them say some people are walk around madman in a clean clothes. My brother in Abidjan did do a tune, me a madman in a clean clothes. Saying some people are walk around like zombie. We need to start to focusing on the people them. What's wrong with the people in Jamaica? No, when I ask a question, I know enough out there. Enough out there must ask the question, what is wrong with the people in Jamaica? Where them depend? What going on in the mind of the people in Jamaica? All them just get damn answer. You know, like the blood of Nanny run through them vein. Like the blood of Sam Sharp run through them vein or Paul Bogle. Them just get acceptable. You know? It become the new norm. I said them start about it, you know. Everything now, oh, you better accept it because it is going to be the new norm. Me, personally, can't accept child molestation, child abuse, child kidnapping, child murder as no new norm. We don't go with that. Fire burn, you know. Me not take no new norm. Me no new norm when it come to be picking them rasta. Low will look at picking them. Look at dirty boy, dirty man, dirty woman. The whole are dirty people. You know, see it. Me not accept that as no new norm. I know it's a whole heap of revolutionary soldiers like I and I. They are on the ground in Jamaica that want this country to change. That will speak out without fear or affection. Because one thing, you know, Martin Luther King said, truth crushed to earth must rise. You know what I'm saying? Truth crushed to earth must rise. So it means you can kill me, but you can't kill the truth. Look how we're picking them and through up and picking them, Rasta. How much time if you telling you that? See? How much time if you telling you that? Only now the love for we picking them. See? Sometimes we kids them sick. And when we reach out to the people them who are in government to assist the children them, some of them who suffer from burn, dead. Some of them who suffer from deprivation of oxygen, dead. Some of them who suffer from classism because they don't come from a certain community, because them skin complexion. And me I forgot that so. Me I forgot that so. See? Them say if you're brown, stick around. If you're white, you're all right. But if you're black, stay back. If you're black, stay back. Them come up with a little idiot thing where say Black Life Matters. All life matters as far as me concerned. Every single life is important on the planet Earth because guess what? We never asked to be here. I never asked to come on this earth. My mother meet my father 1957 and them had sex and this beautiful bouncing baby boy came out. See? Me never asked for that. And nobody can tell me about poverty, Regine. Boy, poverty and the people in poor. Look at Haiti. Them have the most gone down there. People down at Haiti eat mud pie. Yeah, mud pie. Pie make out of mud. And then bake it and eat it. We have some life at Jamaica. If we go to some of these guys, because you see 42-inch flat screen TV. Most of the people in my walk over the phone look like this. Samsung A20, S20, this, that. You see it? So it is not poverty that is doing it. It is the mindset of the people that we have to go back now into the brain of the people and rearrange your mind, do some surgical work and rearrange your mind. You know? So you know what the government them need for that? They need to put some great motivational speaker like myself, King Levan, Wayne Lonesome, and a whole heap of others, and give away a stipend because I don't want to work for my country, you know. I don't want no money for me, you know. Yeah, man, John F. Kennedy said, one of the youngest presidents in the United States of America. He was the youngest at that time when he won. And you know what John F. Kennedy said? He said, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. You out there now, whether they are foreign, England, Canada, Europe, business with America, seeing, we have to start look about what going down upon this little piece of the rock. Yeah, man, we're great in our music. Yeah, man, we had Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Bunny Wheeler, Tootsie Bert. You know what I mean? Eric Donaldson, Bob Andy. You know, but so much of them. Half Pint, my artist. King Yellow Man. Yeah. Beanie Man, Bounty Killer. Vibes Cartel, we have some great youth. Chronic Slaw. Whole heap of little young youth out there. Daddy One. Some little great youth out there, brethren. But guess what? The mindset, we have to go in and fix them mind. Fixing us up. And some of the youth them. Rearrange this. Show them the thing. Teach them. The division, the gap between the elders and the youth them is wide like the see that? Be like the Chinese and the Japanese. You know what them do? You see when the Chinese and the Japanese them get old, them commandeer them little young one to spend time with them. And the older one pass down the culture. The culture is passed from one generation to the next. That is what I and I is doing. Passing down the culture that was given to I and I by the great grandparents and great community personnel back in the days where look out for where help feed when I'm food for eat. Me passing down the culture where I have to love one another. Seeing where we have to just greet one another. You know, share with one another. Everybody know make it. All of a sudden everybody make it at Jamaica. So the people them who don't make it, them just look on them with scan. Jamaica, we need to wake up in our start. We need to wake up because if we don't wake up, you know what happen one day? A tsunami. Yeah? I just come and just take the whole island and swallow it up. The gap too wide between the elders them. You know what some elders look at me and say, boy, big stone, me know what you're saying. The gap wide, you know, between me and the youth them, but them a youth, yeah. Them a youth a big stone, can't tear. Them a youth a big stone. Ooh, your sister up here animal them. And you make them into animal because you never curve them the right way and do your part. No, me understand, say we have some serious little youth when I want to take no talk, you know. But guess what? There are many different ways for hang a cat. You know, a thing in my neck, you know. You can hang by ear, you can hang by him here, you can hang by a foot and tail. Many different ways. So you see, if you try to approach with a youth, because remember, you know, most of the elders, them, when I'm reason with the youth, them boy up the youth, them and hey little boy and this, that. Them days are done with now. As some young man we have now. Pull the youth them closer. Right? And reason and look them in them face. Because when I reason them, I'm not afraid for looking at them eye, you know. Yeah, mama looking at them eye and say, yo, Harry, John, between me and you, I love you, brethren. But where you going, we don't look good. No, me don't know you that. That I know you wicked that from Rasta. Look what happened to your friend them. Because, you know, if we not point out to the youth, them and show them, say, yo, 500 get killed up at Augusttown, you know. Them kill Pricky Boy down at Cambridge, you know. Right? Them kill Ratty over there, so them kill that over there, so them kill that over there, so them kill Sandokan. You see, them kill a whole part time in a Burry Boy, all the boy them. You know, see it. A whole part, look, let's look on it, hundreds of bad man dead, you know. A very few steppers still alive. Very few steppers still alive today. Everybody gone a shut-eye country. So if we just sit in and not do nothing about our children them, because them are the future of this country. But people them are the future, but nobody fool no. Me are 64 come July. Me need you know. Me need you know, brethren. Me not tell you, me need you. Them I love sitting among some youth and just have some great time with some youth. Me need you know, youth. Me need you know, me don't want to lock up behind bars. Me don't want to charge for murder. Me don't want to do this. Me don't want me to love you know. Me need you know. Me I beg you know. To think no, man. Think about the consequences of your action. Think about the consequences of your action. Boy, if me do this, boy, I want to never lie your money. Suppose me get caught. Whisper never run we go. Some man do some act and police find them in them own same community. They have some next little man. All right, them do a act no a man take a beer. Guess what them do? Them run go a Clarendon. And when they run go a Clarendon, instead of them cool out when they go a Clarendon and change them thing and stay calm and dormant, them run go a Clarendon and go do the same thing. So them get warm at Clarendon and them get warm at Mobile. Guess where them run come to now? Them come at town. And when them come at town, and the same thing, brethren, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you expect a different results, you're fooling yourself. That's the definition of an idiot. Me not like when them call my youth them idiot. So that's why I take this time. Almost 7 minutes left, you know. I mean, I raise you know from morning. Sometimes I'm out I'll drive, you know. You know, see it. And the reason why I do it, you know. Seeing this because I love, you know. The reason why I come out of my heart and I plead to you know to take care of our kids, them, you know, is because we love, you know. We love, you know, Rastafari. Big store love all I want, my brother. Sometimes I want to drop out of me and I want people to say, I'm not ball, so. How can I eat that Rasta man that he love ball, me no business? You see it. Super Cat said, I have to cry to the youth. He have to cry to the youth. He's not busy with a guy in a khaki suit. He's not busy with a guy who have no Cricks Clark's boat. He's not busy with a guy who have a necktie and them thing there. He have to cry for the youth them. Because Super Cat they know. Say the youth them is the future. Without them, when we get old and mash up, more youth look for me and say, see the old boy there. You see the old boy there. We remember saying that I try to help you and do something for you. And I hold for you, you know. Look for me and say, big stone, that you know, thank you, Father. My father to hold for you, you know. They must say, big stone, thank you for what you do for me. I'm something me do, brother. So, boy, big stone, in the talk there. You know, most of the youth, them just need somebody to talk to, you know. Them not have nobody to talk to because the elders don't say, oh, boy, them youth, they can't tame. Get back to that gap there. See, we could break that gap there, brother, and get it closer to you. We could get closer to you then. Right? And we could get closer to the Almighty. The spirituality what we're supposed to have, you know, because spirituality is God, you know, and God is love, you know. That spirituality what we did have back in the days is God, you know. Some man started to worship some demon thing, and some man said, well, oh, this, that, and that demon there, and oh, Baphomet and hold some sign, and this, that, and ray, and glorify dead. You can't glorify dead, Rasta. You know who I make money? I'll tell you who I make money in Jamaica. Funeral home, them top of the list. Them I make some crazy money. And rightfully so, I mean, if you're dead and them take care of it, so you can't knock them. I only provide the work for them, so them I make some crazy money. You see how the people who sell liquor and them thing, they make some crazy money too, you know. Cause grave digging, 9 nights, set up, more money spent. You know, make some crazy money to the dressmaker, them, you know. Well, cause there's some people who, the way that God George the funeral last week, me not aware that God Tommy funeral this week, you know. Me not repeat. Some people love when some people dead because they want to drink some liquor and party and listen to some music. Or some of them. Yo, when me lose my brethren, I lose a youth when me, you know, it touch the core of my heart. Me feel it in my heart when some youth drop out. I when I'm a bad man and gunman and them thing. You know why me feel it? Cause some bloggers say, but oh, me no feel with some boy, you know, them spread them bed in them to sleep and I tell, yeah, we understand that. Yeah, we understand that. But look on it. Them have a mother, you know, we did a try. Them have a father, we did a try. Them have some sister and brother, we love them too, you know. Remember, a few months ago, a youth, them say hijack an next youth and kill him. And by that happened about 9 o'clock in the morning. And by about 1 o'clock in the evening, you know what happened? Police kill him. And the mother get a window, say her son lie down on the ground, dead in her body bag. And you know what she do? You see when she go over there? She kick up him blouse and skirt. And what for people look up and say, oh, yo, do that to the dead. She kick up him blouse and skirt. You know why she kick him up? Because she did tell him, she did warn him and say, yo, the outcome of your action is one certain thing. Death. Or you're going to prison. Look what you did now, you bumble, you poof and kick him. Poof and kick him. Youth, be tired to talk to you, you know, brother. I'm not stop talking to him. I'm in this for the long haul. I never chat. And the reason I never chat, I'm in love with no Rastafari. Love my country, you know. See that country, huh? I love it, man. Love Jamaica. Bad. I mean, no say that a whole pound out, they share the same sentiments. You know, see it as big stone. And I love that little piece of the rock, you know. I do love it. But somehow, you know, not talk up and somehow not say nothing. I'm going to leave you with this. His Imperial Majesty said, if you see, I'm going to break it down. If you see something that is going wrong, and you just kick back and say nothing about it. But that's all right. So, you love a youth that you know, so I'm doing a crime there. And you know why I'm farm on him. Because some people have them sentiment. But call him, man, and say, yo, Chanty, watch out. Between me, you know, you don't do that already better. And you did do that before. And you do that, but how much time you going to do that, and that? One of them day, every day the bucket will go well, one day the bottom will go drop out. Tell him that. All for you to listen and say, oh, big so, you know, true you attack. All for you to change them life, you know, and bring them life around, you know. All for you to do that. See, I want you know, we as Jamaicans, to think and take back the country. Take back the country. Take back the country with love. Take back the country with respect. Take back the country. Don't covet your neighbor. You know, say, well, if a family member covet other family member. Some family member can't wait till a family member die from old age. They have a piece of property, they have a house, and going to set up man, say, kill them. Change your mentality, brother. The mindset. Then the Marcus Garvey said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. I can't free you, no brethren. You don't have to free yourself, you know. But I can show you the pathway and the blueprint for freedom. See? Make us start to look out for the kids then. Make us focus now. Mr. Prime Minister, focus on one now Westmoreland with the them. Find out where the company in Canada talk about. If I chew them, I tell, them just allege. Yo, me hear that for a long time before the company say nothing. I hear a whole for them thing. Remember one time, one businessman did breed a little 14-year-old girl. And when she turned up in my office, we tell him, say, boy, she's pregnant. You know him though? Invite her in the office and kill her and put her in a garbage bag. Who remember that? And carry her go dump her like some wild animal or some garbage. We have to wake up. This son love, you know, 1 hour me a chat for, you know. Me eat breakfast set, you know. Me didn't feel hungry. We love each and every one of you. We thank you very much for tuning in, you know. See, we thank you very, very much for tuning in and listening to this sermon. God, can I preach, you know? You know, see, we love that idea. We thank you very much from your heart. And remember, the kids them come first. Our kids are our future. Without them, there's no us. Haile Selassie is the Almighty. Big Stone said that with no apologies. Have a great day, and Rastafari love. Give thanks.